Hey guys, how's it going? Just thought I'd do a dual review here of War for Cybertron Optimus and Bumblebee. Now, these guys, both of them, are, in my opinion, great molds. They're really good looking, real original takes on the characters. I really like them. Let's go ahead and start off with the 360 of Optimus here. Really cool, and I really like the way his gun can mount to him in vehicle mode. That's really fitting. He rolls really well. He's got great color and detailing on him, and you've never seen an Optimus that looks like this. I really like how original this looks. In fact, the closest Optimus that I've ever seen to this were the sketches for the Transtech Optimus that they never put out. I really like the way this guy looks. Really cool. Anyway, and here we got Bumblebee, who's just a little, squat vehicle there. The scale-wise, Bumblebee's pretty large compared to Optimus. I mean, if they were in scale, Bumblebee would be smaller, but, scale and Transformers don't always go together. It's nice when they do, but they often don't. And anyway, in my opinion, Bumblebee looks like he came out of Tron. He looks like a Tron, I don't know, some kind of Tron car. Instead of a Tron light cycle, he's a Tron car. Anyway, I don't really have a whole lot more to say about their vehicle modes. Oh, I will go ahead and grab Fall of Cybertron Optimus and put him next to War for Cybertron. This is, of course, the one that's currently on the market. And as you can see, War for Cybertron, in my opinion, is the far superior of the two in vehicle mode. Anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap up these guys' vehicle mode. I'll be back in a flash to go over robot mode. Alright guys, here we have them in robot mode. And as you can see, they're actually pretty close to the same size, which, of course, means Bumblebee honestly is scaled much too large, because obviously he's not almost as large as Optimus, so that's definitely a scale issue with these two guys, but again, doesn't always enter into Transformers with scale. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of move Optimus just off to the side just a tad here, and we'll focus in on Bumblebee now. As you can see, he looks really good in this mode too, in my opinion. Just a really nice looking figure. And he's got a pretty good amount of articulation on him. He can pivot at the foot, rotate, bends at the knee, rotates at the knee. He's kind of got two joints up here on his legs. I'm sorry, the top of his leg. You just go forward, back, in, out, and he rotates there at the top of the leg. He's got waist rotation. He's got double jointed elbows. Rotates at the shoulder. Rotates at the elbow, and of course in and out on the shoulder. And of course he's got wrist rotation. And his head rotates and can look up and down a little bit. And as you can see, this is honestly, in my opinion, a great interpretation of Bumblebee. And of course, one feature he has in his arms, he's got two little blades. They can swing out. And he's got one on each side. And honestly, he is just a really nice looking mold. Go ahead and scoot him back. And we'll focus in on Optimus here. There we go. And that's giving you the 360 of Optimus. He's got a good amount of articulation as well. His foot pivots. Can rotate. It takes a little force, but it can rotate. Can kind of bend here in the bend up a little bit on the foot there in the middle. He bends at the knee. Doesn't rotate at the knee, but forward, back, in, out. Rotates the top of the leg. doesn't have any waist rotation. Shoulder rotates. Of course, bends at the elbow. Rotates at the elbow. It's got wrist rotation. And his head rotates. Can look up and down. And, you know, honestly, just an awesome looking mold. You know, great representation of pre-Earth Optimus, I think. Really cool. You know, I really dig this figure quite a bit, actually. Now I'm going to go ahead and stack him up next to his more modern counterpart here, which is, of course, the Fall of Cybertron Optimus. And, well, you can see why most fans prefer this one over this. So, I'll just go ahead and get him out of the frame there. Anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap this whole review up. If you can find these guys for a reasonable price, absolutely, I'd say they're both worth picking up and having in your collection. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time.